Okay, so where's my little PowerPoint again? I'm really sorry about that, you guys. It's so hysterical to me because I stopped paying for that subscription because I was like, oh, well, I really like, I've got to cut these calls shorter and stop wasting people's time and learn to be more precise. So I did it like accountability for myself, like an alarm clock, and it's hysterical because never once have I been able to do it yet. So one pig's fly, you guys. Okay, so from the current slide. Here we go. So Keisha Embry, I'm going to share that new coach welcome email with you guys because many of you are probably going to want to take it and start using it. You do not ever have to use anything I hand down. The truth is my coach welcome email, I think, was actually probably better than the one I'm using now. Our coach welcome email as a team is Ashley Smith. I did a couple tweaks and changes, but ultimately it's hers. And guess what? She's a control freak. She's a perfectionist. She works this business 24/7. And that's not us, guys. That's where I've been. I've been that person off and on the business, and it's not where I want to be. So I'm willing to work really crazy hard at this because my family needs me to, but I'm not willing to do this 24/7 and look back and regret that my kids didn't have a present mom. So I need to simplify this for myself and for our team. And when I look at the people that are being wildly successful, jumping from here to here, the one thing that the two coaches who both just do something that like no one else did, Keisha and Emily Favre, have in common is they created the most insanely simple system. Do you know that Emily Favre doesn't have a coach welcome email? You know what she does? She sends a text message to them. Hey girl, I'm so excited you joined the team. Here's the link to our 14-day team training, which by the way isn't even done. Her and Ashley Molstad, the #1 coach in the company, they're like, oh yeah, the page isn't even really done. We just kind of threw up 14 videos on there. It's really like laughable. I'm like, awesome, I can do that. That's usually my style. So they are like just rocking it because they're not perfectionists. They're just like done's better than perfect. People don't need perfect and they can't relate to perfect. They just need simple. So they need to fit into their busy life. So that's what I'm hoping to help our team shift to doing. So the coach welcome email that is Keisha's, I'm going to probably start using it and show you guys and do a spit off. And basically one thing I came out of Summit with is I really do want to make a discount coach script or a discount coach email. So a separate email for coaches who are signing up to build a business than the ones who want to just sign up for the discount. It's something I have done in the past, but I've played with, and I want to make it different. Why? Is because I want to invite them to be a part of our team page. I want them to know that they are a part of this team. I had a girl who signed up as a discount coach and she saw the tank tops from Summit and she's like, can I get one of those? And I was like, well, those are for like, at the time I was like the girls that came to Summit that are on my team. I'm like, I'm sorry, did you want a coach? And she's like, oh no, but I mean, I'm part of the team, right? And I was like, oh, did you want to be something? Like that's the thing is I feel like people want to be a part of this and something so they don't have to be building a business to be a part of our team. And I want them to know they can hop on team calls. They want to hang with us. They can come up to events and right, that's the kind of family thing that we want. So I want to put together a script that's like, and did you know that, congrats, you signed up. Awesome. Your life's about to change. But did you know that with the membership that you have, that you can invite friends and family to do this with you and it can pay for your own product and get your shake for free and that you can get free swag every month from, and that you can hop on these team calls with us and you can hop on our, live workouts that we do as a team and come to events like Summit and Super Saturday and all that. So I'm going to put that together and I'll be obviously happy to share it with you guys. And I want to add them to the team page and tell them why I'm adding them. Amy Rada says she does this, that she'll add them and say, hey, I don't want you to think like, I know you're not interested in building a business, but a lot of times people jump in and their life changes and they love the products and they feel so amazing. They want to shout it from their rooftops and everybody and their mother wants to join them. And I want you to know how to that you can sign up friends and family and you might want to do that at some point. So I want you to be able to be in here so you can get the answers to your questions. So you guys don't have to do that, but I think it's only a good thing and idea. So planting seeds in the coach sneak peek. So one thing I learned from Doug Moss at Summit, he's like, you have to ask yourself, how can I plant this whole helping 3? Because the hardest part about coaching is helping people hit success. Everybody knows that. It's the one problem that all the leaders, everybody in the highway up to the network, we talked about that at the post-Summit Surge, is that's the biggest thing that's hard to do, is to help coaches hit success. So it's you have to think about how can I go back further and start planting that expectation earlier. So this is not a surprise. When people ask you, what do you do as a coach? Oh, I help 3 people get signed up to start a health and fitness journey with me every month. Hey, in the coach sneak peek. So how does it work? I'm on a journey. I share it and people ask me questions. I answer them. I chat with them. I help them see if they want to get started. And I help 3 people a month. 3 people a month. Guys, I don't know about you, but take away everything you've ever learned about coaching, you erase it. How simple does that sound? It sounds pretty easy, doesn't it? Last night I tried it out. I have a brand new coach. She's signing up as a coach. She's really just starting to do this for herself. She needs it. She needs to beat her anxiety. She needs to take back control of her life. She's an awesome candidate just to be here, but she also needs this financially, and she's really interested in starting to share her journey day one. And I usually hold off on that. I usually tell people, I don't want you to get overwhelmed. Well, that's because we had an overwhelming system. That's why people were getting overwhelmed. So I'm like, yeah, okay. So she's like, well, how does it work? I'm like, honestly, like really, you could get it paid for and start your coaching journey just by sharing. And she already changed her Instagram name to something coach-like. She already made a post yesterday about how she's about to do this. And she is literally like, yeah, I'm going to share. And I'm like, do you feel like you can think of 3 friends or family members or coworkers or anybody that you know that might be needing this too? And she's like, oh yeah. She's like, there's like 3, and actually she's like, I already talked to my mom about it. She wants to do it. My mother-in-law actually wants to do the shakes and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, see, like this is simple. We complicate this. You can do this. First and foremost, you can do this. And then you can turn around and show that anybody else can do that. But you've got to start with yourself. It literally is a decision. So if we start the planting the seeds earlier, you're going to see me add that to the coach sneak peek so that I have that expectation in place. Because I want all my coaches to know that the expectation that I have of them, I'm not their boss, I'm not whatever, but because I want you to thrive in this business, I want you to be successful and create income for your family. And at the same time, just, or even if it's just that you want your shake to be paid for, whatever your goal is, all of it, the free trips, I want you guys with me. Why would I not want my team to be in the Mexican Riviera with me, drinking unlimited margaritas while other people are like watching our kids if we want them to, you know? Anybody needs a break, Angela. So what I was thinking is I want you guys there. And this year I was sitting there and I had tears in my eyes. My husband always knows what's happening when it's happening because I'm such an emotional person. Here she goes. I'm going to be in the car. I'll see you later. Tell me when you're done with the whole thing. I'm seeing all these teams line up and taking all their bathing suit photos and all their cute stuff. And I'm like, I want my team here. I don't want this for myself. I mean, I'm glad we have it. We needed it. But guess what? We got our honeymoon. Now I want to help other people with this. And people that can't afford trips with their husbands, people that can, whatever. So that's what I'm here to do, is empower you guys and show you how to do it. This is how you can do it. It all comes down to Success Club, the trips, everything being paid for, the team swag, like it just all grows and compounds by Success Club. So if you can simplify yourself, I'm just helping 3 people a month, and I'm going to teach people how to help 3 people a month. We just got to simplify it. So in the coach welcome email from now on, that's really going to be my thing. Hey, remember, like I said in the coach sneak peek, we help 3 people a month. So that's what we're going to do. So set that expectation early. And I'm going to be starting to host Emerald in 24-hour calls. It's going to be like a push to Emerald, but it's no longer going to be a group. It's not going to be this drawn out thing. I used to tell people, hey, my goal for you is to help you hit Emerald in your first 30 days. Why 30 days? Diamond doesn't have to take 9 months. And that's what Emily Favre said. She's like, I don't want people thinking that it has to take 6 or 9 months to hit Diamond. It does not, and it should not. And I also don't want people thinking that Emerald should take them a month. It literally can take a day. Like, let's just get people quick wins. So again, mindset is everything, guys. Think about this. And I think, Amanda, a few of you have probably heard this from me before, in a restaurant, a hair salon, if you had the best coffee in the world, if you went somewhere and it was the best meal you have ever eaten, would you or would you not come home and post on social media, oh my gosh, I just had the best steak of my life, or check out my hair, it has never looked this good, like go to so-and-so salon and ask for so-and-so, she's gonna rock your world. I did that when I had the best haircut ever. I would never think twice about it. Why? Hold on. Who can I call it on this one? Jessica, I love you. But I know Jess was like, I don't want people to think this and I don't want people to think that. Would you ever think twice about posting that you got the most amazing haircut in the world? Like, no, but we do that with this and we're our own worst enemies. Our mindset is everything. And so we just have to remember that this is like a good thing. Like Angela just said, like, are you lying to someone? Are you killing someone? Are you sharing something negative? No. So stop focusing though on building a business for a minute, please, with me, because that's what held me back for so long, and just start focusing on helping. That's your mission. That's it. We're helping 3 people a month. We're helping people. Sharing is caring. Now, is everybody going to sign up? No, guys, you know how many people this month I have helped or inspired or motivated that didn't join me? I count all those things as wins, but I have a business to run. And in order for that business to stay afloat, like, I'm going to get to that on a different call of like a CEO mindset, but that's the mission, is to at least help 3 people get started, because I know that these tools and this experience and all of that, having all of that and not just me inspire them randomly on social media, is going to do so much for them in their life. Sharing is caring. So remember, when you're sharing on social media, that you are caring about people. That's what you're doing. First invites for yourself and your customers should be to friends and family. When you're a brand new coach and when you guys are getting brand new coaches and they're like, well, I don't know who to invite, I don't know how to do this, whatever and whatever. All I need you to do is just start with your friends and family and think about like you're going to a concert. Like, let's say you're a big Taylor Swift fan or whatever, like Garth Brooks or something, country, whatever. And I would never think twice about being like, Angela, like Garth is coming to town. Like, we have to go. We have to go. Like, and again, we treat this differently. So let's not do that. And this is an amazing thing. It's changing all of our lives. It is awesome. And if you don't think it's that awesome, you need to take a step back and figure out how to make it awesome. Is it that you've been floundering in your own journey, not committed to something? Is it that you haven't been adding much value in the groups? Because the more we give, the more we receive. Is it that you're not, like, what is it? And how can you bring the joy back into your journey? And what do you need to do to make it exciting and to be good? So an example, invite you guys. If you want to screenshot this, I wanted to just, you want to write it down, whatever. This is a great invitation. I have shared this in a video in our new Coach University now. This is something that when you get a new client, one of the biggest ways that I get people to Emerald fast is I tell them, hey girl, did you know that when you sign up this way, a benefit and perk of this membership, you can call it a VIP membership, a loyalty program, whatever you guys want to say, is that if anybody is interested in joining you, if you start getting results, you're drinking a shake, if you can think of whatever, a few people that might want to join you, it can make your challenge pack be free. I mean, so, and you're helping somebody else. It's kind of cool. So, you don't have to worry about, if you're not like a coach, we would sign them up under you and add them into the group. And they'll just be in there with us, and me and you will help, just encourage them. That's all it is. And so instead of making it this big thing, if we just do that, we can tell people. So this happened perfectly with Christina Chrismore. A lot of you know her. The way that she signed up with me at the last week of December with 80-Day Obsession. And I told her just that because she's a stay-at-home mom and like money was a little bit tight. And I was like, well, you can just screenshot a picture of your order or a picture of you smiling or whatever and just say, hey, like, I'm so excited. Mama's take control of Mama's life. Like, I haven't done anything for me in this long and I'm about to, and you guys are going to watch it happen. I'm so excited. I just joined a coach who I've been following for a while on social media. He was like really into her faith. I'm super excited. And I am going to start an 80-day journey with her. That's a fitness challenge on January 15th. I need some accountability partners if anybody wants to do it with me or something like that. Guys, she had a bunch of likes and comments. 3 people signed up with her from that post. And she hit Success Club and became an Emerald coach and got herself a free tank top and 80-Day Obsession mat that week. And I learned something from that. I'm like, wow, Kim, you've really been overcomplicating this. Just tell people to share that initial excitement. Every new coach should just be like, I'm going to have that in our discount coach welcome email and in our coach welcome email from now on the team. It's just like, hey, first thing, when you place your order or you get your order, take a picture and start to share that excitement. Put your journey out there, because most people use social media and start this coaching thing anyways to hold themselves accountable. That's why most people share sweaty selfies on social media. So start to share the journey. So if you guys can do that, to have an invitation like this when you're new, or guys, if you're restarting, do it now and then share it with your new coaches how to do it. And be like, hey, take a screenshot. You guys, like, let's just say you signed up with me yesterday. So I'm going to tell my new coach, hey, if you see a post of mine or like my results from 80-Day Obsession, go screenshot that post, share it on your page and be like, oh my gosh, check out this girl's results. Amazing. I just signed up for a fitness challenge with her and just look at how amazing she is. Who wants to do this with me? I need some accountability partners and we're really excited, but I don't want to do it alone. That's it, guys. That's it. That's an invitation. That's a post on social media. And that can help you get a lot of people who are interested. And you don't have to freak out like, oh my gosh, what do these people do? You just talk to them the same way, that you've learned from me, whether it's your coach's person or your client's person or yours. So if, let's say then, so this is simplifying it. If that person says, yeah, like a friend is like, hey, yeah, I'll do it with you. Okay, cool. What is it? And you tell her what it is and what you're doing. And then she's like, okay, like, what's the price? You tell her the pricing. And then she's like, okay, let's do it. So this is what you say. Okay, so I signed up for the loyalty, and this is what you would tell your new client to say to that person. So I signed up for the loyalty plan where you get 25% off all of your future products, since it's like a 3-month thing, because that's like 80-Day Obsession was like a 3-month thing. And there's no future contract and you don't ever have to buy anything else, but at least you have the discount if you want to. So do you want to do that, or do you just want to do the regular customer membership? Most people are going to be like, oh, it's totally free and I get a discount and like whatever, it gets me into some cool groups and stuff. Like, okay, pretty much everybody, I've never had a problem with that. So try that. It's that simple. Just offer it, you guys. It's best for them and it's best for you. You've got to get your why intact again. Like if you want to create money, like, I mean, guys, how many of you would like a family vacation right now for your family that you don't have to pay for? How many of you would like an extra $200, $300, $400, $500 a month and your shake paid for? Like, what could you do with that? What difference would that make in your family? Because I can tell you right now, the difference that would make here brings me to tears, because we literally almost didn't have groceries last week. And it's super humbling to be here all over again. But like my husband and I, like, we're pretty broken right now. We are there for whatever reason all over again. The hits have kept coming. And I know that God is letting this happen for a reason. But my why that I started this business with is still here.
Because now that this business allowed me to take bring my husband home, which is what I worked so hard for, made a $15,000 pay cut possible. And it made this house possible that we couldn't afford. But now that we're in a house that was out of our price range, but it was in our price range with Beachbody, and then my husband took this $15,000 pay cut, we're back to things being really tight. And so I need a team. I need a team of ladies who are serious about this, because I need them. And I need this, and my family needs this, and I know I have families that need this, and I want to help everybody do it. So this is simplifying. And so I really think that this is what's going to work best if we just take it back to the basics and stop overthinking this. And I'm so sorry, because I'm the reason that y'all overthink it, because I overthink everything, and I handed down a super complicated system to you. And it's just, without an upline coach, I was like, okay, well, I need this, and I need this person's training, and I need that, and I need that. Like, I don't know. I gotta have stuff for my coaches. I don't know. And I always second guess myself and my own voice. And if I didn't do that, I would have had something really simple in place for you guys. Because think about what you wanted when you were a new coach. Did you want to get a 30-page welcome email that was super overwhelming with all these videos and things about success coming point? No. You probably were like, I just signed up because this rocked my world, and it would be cool to help a couple other people rock their world. Like, so let's not do that to them. So this is all about to change. So like, offer it to them. Let's not get in our own heads. This is something you're excited about, you're passionate about. So just share it. Stop acting like it's a big thing. Tell the freaking world. Changed your life. Like, if you were Emily Favre, wouldn't you be telling the entire world? She was. But here's the thing. She was telling the world before it really completely changed her life. Like, she was sharing that journey along the way. So this could be the one thing that changes this person's life that you're talking to, that person on Instagram that's watching your stories, that person who's going to see your post. But don't be the one that decides that for them. You don't know if they need it, and I am Exhibit A. I've told my team many times, would you have ever looked at me and thought that I needed anything about this? And all my team always tells me no. I was below my pre-pregnancy weight when I started. Don't you ever not invite somebody because she looks skinny. Don't you ever not invite somebody because it looks like she's happy. Because I was smiling with my kids every day. I was, and I really thought I was joyful until I found this. So let's not be the people that decide for somebody if they need this. And I was broke as a joke, and I needed it because I wanted to have another baby, and I couldn't even afford that, and we couldn't afford a house. And you don't know people's finances, especially not from what they share on social media. So always share. Here's the reasons why we don't share the coach opportunity. If you didn't already know, we don't want people to misconstrue our hearts. We want to help people, and we don't want them thinking that we're just going for a sale. Whether it's because of something we did in the past, maybe we were an MLM-C4, maybe it's because we see so many other people doing it wrong on social media, and then that's in our head, and we're so afraid to do it wrong that we're like really getting ourselves all hyped up, and then we're like, we're not sharing, we're not doing the thing we need to do to like build our businesses and help people because of that fear. We're embarrassed maybe of working for an MLM because sometimes they just have this bad rap. Beachbody's not like that, but we can feel that way. We don't want to be judged. We don't want to be salesy or seem salesy. We're not confident in our own abilities yet as a coach. And we don't feel like we feel like we have to wait to be at a certain point to start sharing our journeys, our health and fitness journeys, or to share the coaching opportunity, which is 100% not true. Here's the reasons to share the coach opportunity. Your personal fitness and accountability. That is a huge reason to coach. If there's no other reason, you need this to help you stay accountable. Do you know how many other people in the world would sign up for it for that alone? Like that, I don't know about you guys, but the added layer of accountability that I get as a coach has been a game changer. I never would have worked out pretty much 7 days a week for the last 3.5 years on my own, ever. And nights like tonight, if I didn't have this business, I would never be working out, ever. Friendship and sisterhood. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. We've never had it because I never had it and I didn't know how to create it, but we are getting there. And I'm really happy with all the growth on our team and feeling like we pray for each other. We care about each other. We're starting to implement things where people are showing up to events. Like we're becoming a team of givers and sharing the stuff that we're doing to help each other. That's what I want. And we're only going to create more of that as you guys share all your awesome ideas with me of how we can do that. And yes, team sweats and swags and hats and all this stuff is on the horizon. I'm talking to somebody about it all now. So purpose, passion, and ability to change lives every day. That's the biggest thing this business has done for me. I cannot tell you how many purpose-driven life books I've read in my life trying to figure out what my purpose was. And then I landed on this. And if you guys aren't there yet, trust me, like just let it change your life because it will. I have more purpose from this business, and all my passion comes together in this. It's incredible. The income potential, my little kid would still be crying in the window every day waiting for a daddy who wasn't coming home. That is what this can do for families. And I know a lot of you have things like that in your lives that are heartbreaking that you wish could change, that this business can change that for you and it can change it for other people. This business is life-changing, every part about it. Those are the reasons to share it and to share it boldly. Your coaching why is something that you have to be clear on. And I'm not going to do the cliche like, what's your why? I want to help people. No.
You have to be rooted in why you are a coach. Do you know why you're a coach? And I'm not trying to embarrass anybody. There've been so many times when I've been like, actually, I'm like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure right now, or I feel like it changed. It's going to change, guys. Why did you become a coach in the first place? Where were you when you became a coach in your life? What were you struggling with and why? You need to be sharing that story regularly, like every week in some kind of post, because you're getting new people on your page every week and they don't know that. Talk to that person. Speak to that girl who's where you are when you started. Don't lead with other people, how other people are sharing the coaching opportunity. I have made that mistake so many times. Well, Allie Tessitore's doing this. Ashley Smith's doing this. Oh, she's doing that. That looks cute. I should try that. I should try that. And a lot of times they don't work. And then I sit there and I write up my own heartfelt post and it gets a good reaction because it was from me. So think about you, and you're not going to do this perfectly, but just try to be you and to make this about you and your journey. And lead with why you coach. And for me, so maybe for some of us, like I know Stephanie's been sharing a lot about how she really needed the community. She was a lonely mom and she was falling into depression, all these other things. She absolutely needed the emphasis on personal development and she needed the community. For me, it's awesome as a stay-at-home mom to have community, but that wasn't like my big thing. Like I really, really needed this financially, but I also really needed like that purpose outside of motherhood, because motherhood is the most amazing calling in the world. But I did feel like I needed something. And I didn't have a job that like Jessica Alm loves her job and other people do. I didn't have that. This does that for me. So also for the people, it's that they feel unconditionally loved and accepted. It's for the first time in their lives being part of a team. It's more purpose, more passion, a reason to wake up excited every day, a way to manage anxiety and depression. We all have different stories, but does everybody know your story? Do we on your team know your story? Maybe practice on us. Go make a post on the team page. Practice it there. Share your coach story within our group or in our message threads, and then go put it out there on social media and talk about it in your stories. Because that's who you're trying to reach. That's who you need to help, is those people that are where you are. That's your niche. That's your avatar. This allows us to connect with others about coaching on an emotional level. I'll never forget the couple of posts I made that have done the best ever about coaching. One was a picture of a bathing suit for my husband, a bathing suit for my son, and a bathing suit for me. I was like 4 months into coaching. Somebody I met through coaching offered us a vacation. And it was like completely free. This post was like a year into coaching. There's 2 different posts, but the one about the bathing suits, I was so excited that I could actually, that was like one of the first things I bought a gift for my husband, my family, the first time in years, because I was a stay-at-home mom. I didn't have my own money, and that was my own money. And it had more likes than almost any post I'd ever made. And I'm like, to anybody else, I remember how I started it. I said to anybody else, this picture is just going to look like a picture of 3 bathing suits. No big deal. To me, this picture's everything. This picture's everything I worked for the past 3 or 4 months. And I know it seems silly, but to me, it's everything, because I didn't have a penny of my own money for the past so years. And that was really hard for me. Like it just, and there's a lot of other stay-at-home moms that got that. And that connected me to a lot of them who need this. So another one was about, well, anyways, hold on. I don't want to, I gotta stay on task. So don't lead, So the breadcrumbs though is sharing those small wins. So it's a cup of coffee that you bought for yourself, that you had that extra money now. It's a tank of gas. It's groceries. It's having the money to buy some things organic that you didn't before. Don't hide those things that you're like, oh, I'm kind of ashamed I didn't have the money to buy organic before. Screw that. Do you know how many people don't have the money to buy organic? Do you know how many people are right where you are? And your story is their story. And they're going to see that in you, and they're going to have hope. Like as you start to unashamedly share your truth and your story and all the little things that are changing for you along the way, that's what they need to see. So stop thinking about but also at the same time, stop thinking about what other people need to see, because that's what I got caught up in for a couple of years. I was like, well, okay, I need someone who's interested in this. Let me post this way and post it that way, and I obsess about the posts and edit them and take them down and rewrite them and all this stuff. And I like anxiety about posting because I wanted to make sure I said it the right way and got my post in front of the right eyes. Now, share your journey. The right people are going to see it, especially if you're praying about it. Stop thinking about what other people need to see and start thinking about what you need to share. Just start thinking about being real and treat social media like it's your journal. It will take you really far. What's real? What's really happening in your life? That's it. Day to day. Sometimes it's going to be a snippet, like a sentence. Sometimes it's going to be a novel. It's up to you. It's always different. If it's me, it's pretty much always a novel. Okay, tough love, guys. So it's much more simple than we think it is. If somebody told you that you could get free groceries or free eyelashes, where is Stephanie Masker on this call? If you told free people about it, like she went and got her microblading thing that she had to wait for months. It was like $150. And I know her because she's all fit and fabulous and frugal. That's her thing. If somebody would have told her that she could have gotten those eyelashes for free, if she told me and Angela and Megan about it and Jessica, we would have had a phone call before she was even off that phone call. So why do we treat this any differently? She's totally going to text me tomorrow and be like, excuse me, gosh. But so seriously though, like I'm not saying that we should do it just so that we can get, free product or whatever, but how many people out there, I'm talking to a lot of them because I attract a lot of people like me who don't really have the money for this right now. But if they know that they've got a few friends and family members that might need this too, I can't tell you how many people right now on this thing, I can barely keep up, that I'm starting conversations with their friends and family and stuff like that to share, because that's what they're doing. So now I'm going to sign those people up under that person. And guess how diamonds are going to start popping on our team, because emeralds are going to be popping everywhere, because it's just getting people to help 2 of their friends or family members sign up. So we do that with ourselves first, and then we keep doing it. So you would do that though, right? For like free stuff, whatever. And we have to think this is about so much more than a pair of eyelashes or some free products. Like my future, my family's future. I'm 31 years old. I'm going to be 32 next month. I'm not happy where I am. I'm grateful for what I have. I'm happy in a sense, but I'm not content here. I want to be able to take my kids to Disney. I want to be able to put my kid in whatever school that I feel like God is calling us to, and whatever person that there are 2 girls right now that I really want to generously give to who don't have money to pay for their bills on social media. And one of them, I told her last month that we were going to donate. And I was so embarrassed. The message is still sitting there because we hit this really hard rock financially. We couldn't give it to her. And I don't like that when God puts something on my heart that I feel like I can't give because I don't have it to give. Like that's not the kind of life I want to live. And I do want to be able to give generously. And yes, I also want my family to not struggle. So I have to act like the success of my business depends and rises and falls on whether or not I share this every day. And it does. We have to have that CEO mentality. If you guys wanted to open up a bakery or a restaurant or whatever else, would you be like, oh, well, I don't want anyone to think that I'm like trying to be salesy. So like, I'm not going to share about it. No, you'd be out there with business cards and flyers on every street corner. And like, you'd be at that restaurant 24/7 and your kids would never see you because their dinner, being able to put dinner on the table for them next month would rise and fall on that. What would happen if we treat our businesses like this? Do you know why I went to Summit? Besides Megan and Amanda and stuff. And the knowing that it was fear would be the reason I didn't go. And faith was the reason I went. And I can't lead a team named Fit with Faith and not get on a plane and face the fear of me possibly getting sick there like I did. My husband getting sick here to take care of my kids, which he did. We grew. We both grew through that experience. But I almost didn't go. And the only other reason that I went, oh Lord, mom brain, I totally forgot where I was going with that. Hold on. Hold on, let me take water because I'm dying anyways. I'm like, okay, it's because, Lord Jesus, help my thought come to me. No, okay, oh crap. I only have 10 minutes left again. Okay, let me finish this. I'll come back to that. But yeah, faith over fear. And that's what I had to do, is choose faith over fear to go. And I have to do that every day in the business. And so do we, with every post and every invite and everything. You have to get outside your comfort zone to grow. If you want to grow the business, you have to share the business, guys. I know a lot of you, I don't think that I have really anybody on the team who's really actually trying to attract coaches right now. I don't really see many people sharing about the coach opportunity. And you probably know in your head why. And there's a lot of reasons why. Like I just said, like a lot of times we're like, well, I don't even know what I would do with a new coach. Like I'm still new myself. I don't even know how to do anything. So why would I? Okay. So would you ever say to somebody though, like, well, I can't help you because like if somebody was in a burning building and, they like you were trying to rescue a kid, would you be like, well, I don't actually know. I have to wait for the firefighters to get here. Like, no, you would jump in and help them. Like you don't have to know what you're doing to help somebody. If you have that. So that's how we have to look at it. So if you guys want to, get a team of life changers and people who are passionate about this and people that are like you and that you're going to be your best friends and they're just going to like look at Emily Favre and Ashley Molstad. They're rocking the world together. They're going to be in France together and best friends and all this stuff. And you got to share the coach opportunity. And you need to run a coach information session or sneak peek or whatever, or contribute to ours if you don't want to do your own and invite to it just as much as a challenge group. And if most of us are honest with ourselves, we don't do that. And if I'm honest with myself, I have not been inviting to the coach opportunity nearly as consistently as I need to be. So that's a focus of mine this month, is getting back to 5 invitations a day to coaching. So here's the hang-ups. We can often be a collector of data. I know who you are on this team because a lot of you are like me, and we like to get all the information and analyze it and figure out a plan and map it out before we go do anything. That's going to hold you back in your business, and I'm guessing it already has. If you want to know why you're still where you are and where you're not where you want to be, that's probably usually it. Don't be a collector of data, be a doer. You must take action in this business every day. Do it scared, do it whatever, but do it. If you want to have a flourishing team, it comes from taking that consistent action every day. And the tough thing, guys, is doing it every day. I'm there again right now. Stephanie's there right now. She's like, look at these invitations. I've been doing it for like weeks. Why don't I have more people that signed up? It is hard at the beginning. The first 3 months, you have to show up consistently without getting any results. Like, share that. I don't want to make it all seem roses and flowers, because I'm going to get all these coaches on my team that don't actually want to work. It does take work. It is a job, but you know what? To me, it's worth it. And it's like that well. You pump it, and it's hard at the beginning for those first few drops, and then that water starts to flow. And guess what, guys? I've got customers that flow in every month now that I don't even have to do much for, because I've been in the business for so long. The consistency, the momentum, it's on my side. So when I have a month where my kids are sick and I can't do that much, or somebody's hospitalized, I can still hit Success Club without really trying, which is not a reason to coast. And something that I'm really working on is trying to get my numbers back up really high for our team and to help everybody else out too. But so fear is going to stop you in your tracks every time. Every post, everything. You guys, you can't let it. And this is part of Allie Testori's National Wake Up Call. If you didn't listen to it yet today, she's amazing, and I would. Like, every time that, this is directly from her, every time you make a post on social media, that you push plan a workout, that you share a transformation photo, that you offer the coach opportunity, that you talk to somebody in the grocery store line, you become more fearless. You develop more belief in this business and in yourself, and you become stronger in who you are as a coach and as a leader. Like I shared on social media, actually, like yesterday, in a quote. Anytime that you feel like afraid, you have this fear of failure or of how it might go or what someone might think of you, it's a win-win situation, because you're either going to have success, right? Like, you're going to get people that sign up for your challenge group, people are going to be interested, whatever, or you're going to grow. You're going to learn from it. Like, hey, that post didn't work at all. Why? That invitation didn't work at all. Is it because I just took Kim's and I copy and pasted it, and I don't normally talk like that, but I just did because it worked for her. So I thought maybe it would work for me. Was I not being me, or was I not being authentic, or was I not being real? Whatever. Today, for example, I made a post about me and my son. It kind of totally bombed. It wasn't at all what I wanted to say. I wanted to say how hard it is sometimes to be a mom and a mom boss. How I'm constantly trying to find that like media of like being present and also showing up and doing the work, like of figuring out like, when is this too much and when is that too much, and when am I trying to be the perfect mom, and when am I? It's messy. It's just messy. I don't know every day. I'm trying really hard because we need this. Like, we need this. But I also don't want to look back and feel like I was on my phone all the time. So it is messy, and that's what I wanted to share, and I didn't, and guess what? The post didn't do well. I bet you anything would have been really, really, really received well if I would have actually shared what was on my heart. So just a little lesson. So don't wait to share this until you're more seasoned, guys. That's the biggest mistake you can make, because then you're going to sit here wondering in 6 months why you're still a coach or back at coach rank, or why you're not there, because you're not sharing about it. Like, you have to do it before you feel ready. Don't wait. That's like waiting to start sharing your journey when as a brand new customer coming in, until you finish or until you get results. That's going to start your growth faster than anything else. Start now. Feeling like you're new yourself and that you wouldn't know how to lead somebody was a big hang up for me, and is for a lot of people. Guys, hence our team training. You don't have to do anything. You're going to take that new coach welcome email I'm going to give you. You send it to them. You can welcome them on the team page. Just take their picture and be like, hey, welcome so-and-so. She's our newest coach. She's awesome. Can't wait for you guys to meet her. Add her to the new coach thread. Add her to the team, training. And that's it. There's a system I've created for you guys that are so blessed to have. I know it's not perfect, but I never had anything like that. You guys don't have to feel afraid, because you have a system, and anybody that wants this business, I am Exhibit A. If somebody wants to be successful with it, they will, when they're handed effing nothing. So if somebody really wants this, take the pressure off yourself, because they'll do it. So don't be scared to share it, because there is a lot of people like me that need this. Don't be the reason that their life doesn't change. Okay, how to share the coach opportunity. You live and you lead this mission every day. And most of you, if not all of you guys, you do that. But are you doing what you preach? Don't live in a glass house where you're saying like, follow the meal plan, and you're not doing it. Like, I should be seeing your container sometimes. I should be seeing your shaker cup. I should be seeing, don't be afraid to share about the shake. Don't tell them that it's 70 minerals, vitamins, nutrients, Just share like why you're drinking it today, or what it's doing for you, or what it changed for you, or whatever, randomly. And in our challenge group, and what that's done for you and stuff. So invite 5 people to the coach opportunity, no matter what. Now, I know a lot of you are not going to do that. I'm going to do that, because at the speed of the leader is the speed of the pack. I'm going to start, and I'm going to do it scared. I was on the phone with somebody from Buffalo, New York today that I met on Instagram, who is a personal trainer, and she is so pumped about this. I was always scared to approach that market, but that's me. I love fitness my whole life. So why wouldn't I find people that have always been into fitness? And maybe that's not your story, but that's okay, because most of our top coaches just came from being a challenger first. They had no fitness background. So you can find anybody, but share about coaching every day, guys. And if this is easy for you, if you need a system, you need something easy, pick a day. Pt.II said hers is Thursday. Every Thursday, she shares some kind of post about coaching. That's kind of easier, right? When you know, like, okay, at 8 a.m., I'm going to share something about like my workout. 12 p.m., it's going to be my lunch and da-da-da. Post about the Coach Sneak Peek in our challenge group is something you're going to see me doing and that we've been doing, but I'm going to start doing it more. We're going to, then like, if you want to take the system for yourself, or you can use mine, create the group, which we already have one created, but you can do your own if you want. Invite all the challengers to it. Send them a personal message. This is what Amy Rada does. Sends them a voice clip on Facebook. She's like, hey girl, you've been crushing in our challenge group right now. I have no idea if you've ever thought about this, but I feel like you would make an amazing coach. Are you interested in hearing more? I'd love to pop you into our Coach Sneak Peek and tell you how you can like get your shape for free and, you know, come to cool fun events with us and all that kind of stuff. So Pt.II said that she actually hosts a coaching opportunity at her house once a month. She invites people over to have a meal, like fellowship and fun, and like, you know, how cool is that? And that's like a community. She said, guys, I look forward to that every month. That's a great idea. Like, you guys can do whatever you want in this business. The sky's the limit. So whatever you pick, though, you have to stay consistent with it. Because if you post about coaching one time and you're like, I don't know why I didn't get any coaches, well, you have to share it consistently like anything else. So how do you invite? Invite every single person. Guys, write this down or screenshot this real quick, because I think this is awesome. I'm going to start using this. This is what Emily Favres is right here. She's like, I was following this girl. She was awesome with fitness. And I was like, kept being scared, whatever. I didn't invite her. And I finally just messaged her. And I was like, hey girl, I don't know. I know we don't know each other, but I've been wanting to ask you for a while. And I think fear just got in the way. Have you ever thought about becoming a coach if you already aren't one? I feel like everything you post is so inspiring, and that if you aren't one, you should have been one like yesterday. That's how she talks. And guess what? She's like, guys, that girl signed up at night. She's already one of my diamond coaches. It took her like 30 days. What if she wouldn't have asked? Then here's another one. Have you ever considered doing what I do? Like, if you see someone who's posting all these sweaty selfies and they're super motivational, be like, you're kind of already doing it. And to be honest, I feel like you'd be amazing at it. I would love to have you watch my coach story. I made one of those. You can make one of those. I put it in my Instagram bio. I usually send people there first. Or you can say, hey, or can I pop you into our team sneak peek to share a little bit more? Would that be okay? Guys, coaching is a gift. This is my last slide, and we're going to get cut off in like 30 seconds. Unwrap it to its fullest for yourself in your life. Let it totally be that gift for you, and then let it change your life as much as possible. Don't hold it back from doing that by saying that you won't do this, that you can't do this, that you won't share that you can't do. If you do that, you're not going to grow, or at least not anytime quickly. So show up, share, let it change your life, and share how it's doing that as you go, definitely with Lift 4. And if you don't have a story right now about coaching yet, you can share mine. Share any of ours. That's what we're here for as a team. So that's the end of the slideshow. If you guys have questions or comments, can you go and share them in the new coach thread? I'll check in there really quickly since we're getting cut off, and I'm so sorry. Again, laughable that I thought I could ever do this in one 30-minute increment. But did this call help? Show of hands. Did anything in here speak to you, help you